We took some a course or two at Roosevelt College. From there, he went to school in Washington, outside of Spokane. Very good school, but totally wrong for him. Totally wrong, because it was totally unlicensed, totally laissez-faire, and that's not what he needed. They came back here, took a few courses in Santa Monica, and finally we got him into the Chapel Haven, and he's now finishing his second year there.
It's incredible. What do you think is the most important thing that you've learned in your experiences with your son concerning autism in general?
Well, I'm the problem. He's not the problem. I'm the problem in not really. This is a special, very special baby, and I cannot react normally to his aberrancies. I've got to study them, to discuss them, to be able to discuss them. I sometimes have a short fuse, and that's a stupid thing to have around someone who's autistic. It destroys understanding, destroys patience, it destroys love. So I'm the problem, and I have to keep working. And the phrase "tough love," I think, was invented for autism. And I think we just have to keep reminding ourselves of what that contains, what we have to institute in performing it, in achieving it. And I would also say that we have been in the hands of countless experts. We've had countless pills swallowed to alleviate OCD, to alleviate this, to alleviate that. He's a compulsive eater. Gets that from me, I'm sure. But it is still a big, vast, gray, undefined forest. And you have to go up and test each tree as you step along and find out what works for that particular individual. Listen to what the mass treatment may be, and keep it always in the background of your mind, but also discover what the particular treatment for your particular individual must be. Because science, let's face it, they certainly don't know enough. But I recently heard a speaker from Autism Speaks talk, and they're finding out where the problem lies. They're finding out, something even to the point that it might possibly, in the future, be rectified. Certainly treated. So we all have to hope. And we all have to keep believing in you. I'm looking at you, boy.
He's talking to you, Mr. Tyler.
Probably embarrassing, huh?
Tyler.
I hope not. But you can do a lot for the world. You and your kind. You can
They just need a chance.
Huh?
They need to be given the chance.
Yeah. Want to read a great book? Huh?
Tyler, what? You want to read a book? A good book? He knows a good book you could read. No? What about if Mom or me read it to you? Then you want to read it?
Well, why don't you ask them what book it is?
What book is it?
No, I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell your mom. She'll enjoy it. It's Arthur Clarke's Childhood's End. And it's about mankind progressing into a new form of human. And becoming one, almost. melding into one, acting as one. And I'm not saying autism is what it's melding into. Autists don't necessarily work in concert that well, from what I've seen. But it could be a sign of the future anyway.
What's the name of the book again?
Childhood's End,
Childhood.
the marvelous book.
Okay.
Marvelous.
One last question. What message would you have for businesses in regards to opening their doors and giving a chance to individuals on the spectrum willing to work?
Well, give them the basic fundamentals of where patience is needed. Our particular subject may be sloppy, and that may bug an OCD employer. So try to mix and match. I've certainly met a lot of high-functioning autists, and they're capable in many areas. Some will talk too much. Others will be sullen and not talk at all, but then give you the occasional barb of witticism. It's a real bunch of juicy fruits, and each one has its surprise and its you too. Each one has its surprise and its delight. I wish I knew more. I don't know enough. I can't tell you how grateful I am that it's come down to you guys performing this service, and I hope you realize that it is it's a godly service you're doing. There's a huge number of afflicted out there, and they're increasing all the time. Why they're increasing, whether reporting is getting better or what, I don't know. But you're doing the Lord's work. And I just wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Our entire team appreciates you taking the time to tell your story, and we look forward to showing others throughout the county and eventually the state.
I want to see a copy of what you're doing.
Most definitely.
And my offer still holds. If I can help in any way, let me know.
Thank you so much.
Will you shut up?
What about, would you future problem solvers like a quick picture with them?
Yes.
Okay.